Can you think about the cologne or the perfume of your first love, of the person that you first had a relationship with? I can, and I smell it everywhere, and instantly it takes me to the memory of my first girlfriend. She wore Eternity for Women, and anytime it's in the vicinity, I sniff it out in a heartbeat, and it takes me back to those wonderful memories of that first love that I had growing up. And so that's what an anchor is. It literally is a stimulus response relationship that you have with the external world that activates a certain feeling inside of you. So, for example, when you smell maybe Starbucks coffee, is there a certain feeling that goes on inside of you if you drink a lot of Starbucks? Is there a certain movie that you think of that activates a certain feeling in your body? Or maybe a certain song, maybe it was prom years ago when you heard that song and you were dancing to it and you fell in love. That's what anchors are. They're stimulus response relationships. And the initial awarenesses of stimulus response relationship goes back to Pavlov's dogs. So Pavlov's dogs, if you're not familiar, wanted to study the salivation of canines, doggies. And what happened was he would ring a bell, then he would give the dog food. He would ring a bell, give the dog food, 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 ring a bell, give the dog food over and over and over again until eventually he could literally just ring a bell and those dogs would salivate even without the food because they were conditioned to every time that they heard the bell that they were going to get food. So they associated the bell with food. Now here's the thing. We are triggered all over the place in this reality. And great marketing companies know this. So when you watch a commercial, for example, like maybe Coors commercial, Coors commercials have a tendency to be pretty, sexual and, there's lots of skin showing. And what they're doing is they're activating a certain feeling inside of you, right? You're cool if you drink this. Look how sexy you can be. And then at the end of the commercial, they got you in this emotional state. And then bam, they put on the Coors logo. And then all of a sudden you're anchored, literally anchored to the Coors logo, to the feeling that the commercial activated inside of you. Can you think about a specific commercial that you watched that just gave you a feeling and then you remember the commercial? I know for me, when I watch Old Spice commercials, because they're so freaking weird and odd, I tend to remember them pretty easily. And so anchors are so powerful because you can use them in a powerful way to activate any state, any feeling that you want in an instant. Think about a light switch. Like, what if you could access any state and help your clients access any state in an instant? How valuable would that be for you? That's what you're going to learn in this process. You're going to learn how to step into, not really even step into, but how to create an environment for your clients to activate and create anchors that are literally triggers of magic to be able to have them activate any feeling on call in an instant. And when you're able to do that, and they have the ability and the tools, not only have you helped them create change, but now they leave your office or they leave the phone with the tool in hand so that they can instantly use it. This has been one of the most powerful tools that I've used in NLP to shift my emotional state, to get me into a whole new space of being so that I'm creating differently. Because remember, our emotional patterns create our consistent behavioral patterns, which create our consistent results. And if we want to change our results, we got to at some level to change the consistent emotional patterns. And not only that, but our emotions are the sort of the magnetic energy that pulls experiences to us. So when you're able to teach your clients how to shift their emotion instantly, not only are they going to feel different and behave differently, but they're going to attract a whole new set of circumstances, events, and people into their lives. And guess what? Like, you get to be a part of that. So that's what you're going to learn with anchors. You're going to learn it for yourself, and you're going to learn how to teach it to your clients. So if that's valuable for you, come play with us. We're going to have a super fun time. In the meantime, just scroll down below, watch the next video, and I'll see you down there.